Okay. Okay, recording. Okay, so I have kind of an agenda tonight, some kind of bullet points that I kind of want to talk about. And then I've asked somebody on here to speak a little bit, which I'm really excited about that too. But I do want to give some shout outs from September because I think shout outs are really exciting and really important. So first shout out goes to Rachel, who hit SC10. She's not on here right now. And she's over like 1,000 volumes. She's just killing her business. And then Larissa, SC8, and like made 6 coaches active or whatever. And it was just amazing. She's like 4 coaches away from Diamond right now. And then some points on the board: Candace, Cherie, Mariah, Dixon, Juliet, Shannon Mullins, all had points on the board, which is amazing. Cherie is AKA Danielle. For those of you who didn't see Cherie, Danielle, her post, she's been going by Danielle for a long time because of her teaching career, but her real name is Cherie. So let's just all remember Cherie. So if I say that, it's AKA former Danielle. All right. But Danielle, Cherie is actually also 4 coaches away from Diamond right now as well. So we are like really about to hit some major goals. Not that we aren't right now, but I just see a lot of things happening with our team that I'm really excited about that I kind of wanted to go into tonight as well. So Rachel, I just shouted you out for hitting SC10 last month, by the way. I just saw you popped on. But those are just some shout outs that I was really excited about. And of course, you know, just shouting you guys out for showing up to your freaking business, and for not giving up, for being on this call tonight, for the little things like following your fitness program. It doesn't always have to be shout out for Success Club or almost a diamond or rank advancing. You know, all those shout outs are great, but we also have to remember the smaller things that make the bigger impact in our business, right? And so I want you to think about those. If I didn't say your name or whatever, it doesn't mean that you're not like doing big things also. And I just wanted to tell you that because I'm proud of each and every one of you, just for being a part of this team, honestly, because definitely none of us would be here without each other. And that's what I love about Beachbody is we're a team. Our team helps other people on our team. Like we are literally sisters because, like, for example, you know, let's just say Larissa's income, you know, if wherever the downline gets put, wherever you get put on the downline in like whatever order it is, what you're doing in your business could be helping Larissa. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but you know, if, for example, what Larissa's doing could help Cherie, and what Cherie's doing could help Jenna, and there's different people in our downline that aren't your people, aren't your clients, aren't your coaches, that are actually contributing to your income. So that's why I love this team, is because we need each other. We need each other to thrive. We need each other to level up in our income. And we work together as a team to build up as a team and go far in this business. It's not just a single man show. As a Beachbody coach, we literally need everybody. We literally need everybody's hard work. And whatever you do for your business affects the entire team. If you drop rank, it affects the team. If you hit diamond, it affects the whole team. If you hit Success Club, it affects the whole team. If you don't hit Success Club, it affects the whole team. So you have to remember what you do in your business is not just affecting you, but it's affecting everybody on this team. So I just kind of wanted to open up with that because I think it's really important to be aware of what we're doing in our business. And that's why it's so important to come together and like hang out and love each other because we're all like supporting each other and we're all helping our businesses grow, whether we know it or not. So in saying all that, Larissa, I thought you could just kind of share a little bit right off the bat because I have some things I want to go over, but I know they might go on and on and on, and I want to make sure that you have some time. So I asked Larissa to share just really short, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but really short, just how she just shifted her mindset last month, how she had started with 4 active coaches and ended with 10, and how she hit Success Club 8 when struggling to hit Success Club in the past couple months. So Larissa, if you want to just kind of share your heart and whatever you want to share, the stage is yours.
Gosh, okay. I took notes because if you know me, I go all over the place and my mind is literally just off the wall. So I guess with me, like I started like these programs in April of last year, but I didn't really start coaching until like a few months in. I just kind of like my mindset was like, I want to work out from home to be with my kids because it's hard as a mom to really go anywhere. And if I can help just one person, cool. Like then I've done something, right? And so I didn't really have like the support of like friends or family because I just jumped into this and they're like, what are you doing? Like, this is weird. Like, you're not like this, like go all in like healthy person, sort of thing. So I kind of had to reach out to, like the cold market, which was terrifying. But, I was like, oh, I'll attempt this. And I didn't really know what I was doing. But I wanted to do something. But then like with the, it's like, okay, hit Emerald. And I had 2 coaches, but then one of them went inactive. So I, like dropped rank technically. And so that's when it started with someone being active, inactive, active, inactive. And that really just, it stings, it's hard to get that momentum going when you don't have that support of all these people who are with you and they're all of a sudden not. So it was probably this time last year that I joined like my first like diamond bet. And I've always been like, all right, I'm going to do this. But then my mindset just wasn't there. And I've been like all right, my actions speak louder than my words. I'm more talk than action was basically how it was then. And I didn't reach diamond then, but I did have the support and just like the better mindset, like, okay, this is possible. Like there is something out there. But I was like, okay, it's okay that I didn't do that. I didn't make it because I'm still new to the business sort of thing. So I had it's okay, I'll reach it, next month or the next month. But then like January hit and then like, that's when we have all these big goals, right? It's like, it's the new year. By Summit, I'm going to be, I think my vision was like, I'm going to be 2-star. And obviously that didn't happen, but like every single month was like, all right, I'm going to make this happen. But then I just didn't have the actions to go along with it because I had to go back to work full time because my husband was nervous that he was going to lose his job. So I was part-time and then I went back to full-time, and that like just hit me hard with, okay, I'm not helping financially. And that was the hardest thing for me. I think that was, I don't even know, May, I think, of last year. And that's when like motherhood and teaching just was the hardest on me. And I was like, all right, I'm going to make this work. But then I still didn't have the actions to go with it. And, the whole, like, if someone doesn't believe in you, you're going to prove them wrong, mentality. I did not have that. And like my husband did not support me. He's like, you're probably just gonna have to be done with this business. And that's, again, the whole like, well, I think I want to make this work, but does it really make me happy? But I continued to like help 3 people, except for one of the months up until that point. So I was hitting Success Club, but I was literally hitting the bare minimum. I was just helping 3 people because I'm like, oh, I want to, make sure I help 3 people next month. Like I didn't have I was like the fear of failure basically, and then it got to the point of like, okay, if I help this many people this month, I have to help even more next month. So it's the fear of success too. So I literally had both, and it's kind of continued to be that way too. And then, fast forward to Summit, and if you were there with me, that I had like that 10-hour car ride. So I was like so tired with that drive too. But then like the momentum of Summit was really exciting. But then I was, we were all out late and then up early. So the whole tired aspect still continued. And then get back from Summit, and I did hit Success Club, but literally that night because I asked my sister to do it for me. So I still was hitting the bare minimum. And then then August that was the hardest, and that's still been the hardest month for me to date. That was when like my husband did not support me anymore. And I reached out to Jenna. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I said, motherhood is so hard on me. I said, my kids are driving me nuts. I just can't anymore. And teaching was horrible. Like every single day I'd go home and I'd be like, I need to quit this job. I need to do something. So I wanted to pour more into coaching. And I'm like, I want to make this work. I want to make this work. But I didn't have the mindset. I just had, again, the more talk rather than actually implementing everything. And that was when I'm like, I don't even know if I'm made for this. Like, this isn't for me. Does it really make me happy? And Jenna's like, you just need to figure it out. Like, she supported me the whole time, which was absolutely amazing. But I couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm done. This is not for me. And I don't know what it was, but September 1st hit, and it was literally like the new month, new me thing. And up until that too, it was the whole inactive, active with coaching for my discount coaches and everything. So that was the hardest thing for me too. But yeah, like September, all of a sudden I'm like, this is it. I'm going to hit diamond this month. I'm going to make this happen. And like I said, I don't even know what it was that just flipped in my mind, but I'm like, this is it. It's going to happen. And Jenna's like, this is what I've been waiting for. Like, this is so amazing. And I had, like Jenna said, I had 4 active coaches, and I have so many like coaches, but they're all inactive. And I had so many that would cancel too. And that was a really hard thing for me too. But September 1st, I think it was probably by mid-September, I had hit Success Club 5. And I'm like, this is the first time this has ever happened. So I'm like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But I had reached out so I had 3 discount coaches sign up. So that built it to 7. And I had 2 inactive coaches that I'm like, or it must have been 3, because if it reached to 10, I said, I'm doing an incentive. I'll send you, I think it was like samples of Shakeology and like a beach bar or something like that. And that, just something simple like that, made them be like, oh, hey, yeah, I'll try something new. So that's a big thing too, is like, I guess, try incentives. But it was definitely like the biggest mindset shift. And once I became like more positive with like, all right, this is going to work. I'm going to prove Adam wrong. I'm going to prove to my kids that I am truly capable of something that makes me happy, and I can pour into others, that it makes a difference in their lives. All of a sudden, yeah, like Success Club 8. And that was like that's the most I've ever had. And I'm like, just something, I don't know, it doesn't seem like much, but just a flip, just that switch came on. And I'm like, this is real. And it was a lot of like people that had been following me for the past year, and I would keep following up with them. So never, they always say fortune is in the follow-up, and that's exactly what it was too. And it was just a few days ago too, that one of my discount coaches actually like made a post about like, I've been following Larissa for a while, and I know her personally, so I'm able, like, I trust her and this journey and everything. And just things like that just mean so much. So that was also a thing that really switched to, was like, oh my gosh, these people like really want to just make a difference, and that I didn't give up on them and everything. But I don't know, like, it's really hard to explain, but just having that simple mindset, like, all right, this is going to happen, and having the actions to go along with it, because that was the thing that I did not have for so many months. And I finally was like, all right, I'm going to go all in. And I did not hit diamond that month. I joined the diamond bed, but I didn't have, towards the end of the month, that's when it started getting hard on me again with teaching and everything. So I didn't really work the business like I should have, but you can bet your butt it's going to happen this month. So there's that. But that's all really all I had. But
no, I love that. I think, I mean, that just goes to show how important our mindset is.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we're in a funk, and when we're not like all in, and we're just like, well, kind of feel like crap, so I'm just gonna not really work my business, and you kind of like make it an option versus this is my job. And when we have that mentality, we're not going to go anywhere. I mean, it's just as simple as that. And, you know, we'll talk about mindset until it like is annoying, you know, because it is all mindset. And I can tell you guys, oh, mindset, let's like get our mindset right. And it's easier said than done. But when you have to make a decision, like think of like, do you really want this? You know? And I was listening to Build to Last is like one of the best leadership books that you can read or listen to. So personal development recommendation for a leader or just being on fire for your business and growing, Build to Last. You know, you have to be all in or it's just not going to work. If you're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out and you're like, well, maybe if it works, then it's probably not going to work. So, you know, that's why it's so important to treat this like your job. And it's so important to invite people like it's your job and follow up with people like it's your job and show up on social media like it's your job. I'm not saying working a full-time 8-hour job with coaching. I'm saying do your power hour like it's your job. You know, an hour a day is huge, and you can do so much in your business if you know, think about an hour every single day of laser focused time in your business. I mean, you're at least talking to 5 to 10 people in that hour, at least. Just imagine over a month, that adds up to a lot of connections, a lot of people that you are inspiring. So, you know, just like Larissa said, people are watching you and you have no idea who's watching you. And I think that's what gets me the most is there's times where I just do not want to show up. Like right now, my Instagram doesn't work and it's actually killing me because I haven't posted in my story since like 11 a.m. today. And that's like freaking me out. But it's probably good for me also because it's also easy to be too involved on your phone, right? So there has to be some sort of balance. And I'm not saying, you know, have Beachbody on your mind 24/7 like I do. You know, I think that maybe I do too much. But you will have to be all in your business. And I'm not going to like go into this any deeper because I think you guys kind of get, you know, where Larissa was saying and kind of what I say every week. I feel like I just say the same thing all the time, but you know, you have to just really evaluate where you're at. Like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be the CEO? How bad do you want the financial freedom? How bad do you want the Success Club trips every single year guaranteed just by helping 3 people? Like, how simple is that? And how badly do you want that extra $200 a month to pay for your Shakeology? How bad do you want, like, it doesn't matter what goal you have, but how bad do you want it? You know, maybe your goal isn't to hit diamond. Maybe your goal isn't to like make, you know, thousands of dollars a month. Maybe it's just to help 3 people a month. But you know what? If you help 3 people a month, you're going to get to diamond because they're going to want the discount. You're going to automatically grow your business and boom, it's just going to happen. So if you have that mindset of, okay, I'm going to set this goal. I'm going to hit it. Okay, then I'm going to set a new goal. And then I'm going to set a bigger goal. And then your mindset starts to like belief in yourself and you start implementing belief in yourself and knowing that this works and you start to see the income. You start to see, you know, the results of the work that you're putting into what you're doing. So anyways, thanks for sharing, Larissa. I think that's so good because I think I was telling Larissa, I was like, they're probably tired of hearing me. You know, I want other people to share what's working for you, you know, like teach me something because that's why we're all here as a team to just kind of lean on each other. So I definitely don't have all the answers. I definitely don't always have the right things to say. But I want you to know that I will run with you if you're ready to run. And I won't run with you if you're just not taking it seriously. So, I kind of burn a little bit. I'm just kidding. But seriously, you have to kind of think about where you're at in your business. So moving on from there, I kind of wanted to jump into just briefly talking about Emerald, Diamond, Success Club, Elite. I'm going to try to make this like really, really brief. I know there's some, well, not really new coaches on here. But Emerald, if you're like wanting to hit Emerald and that's like something that's stressing you out, it's really not that difficult. I mean, you're going to hear that said all the time, like Emerald's a decision. You can do it in 24 hours. Sometimes it's harder than people say it is. Sometimes you can't find the right people immediately. But that's when you have to shift, again, your mindset and be like, wait, who are my people? So I challenge you, if your goal is to hit emerald, like that's your first goal right now, I would make a bubble and write your name in it. I would make two little, hold on, let me just draw you a visual. I'll be a little teacher tonight, Juliet, Larissa, Cherie, like Stephanie, like you'll be proud of me. Okay. Okay, so emerald looks like this, right? That's emerald. It's you plus 2. So what I want you to do is draw that diagram, and I want you to write 2 names in those bubbles that you're going to talk to tomorrow. I want you to write 2 names that you think that are going to sign up with you and you're going to invite to the discount or invite to coaching, and I want you to make the crap happen, okay? If they're not the exact names, then whatever, but at least you have a visual of like, okay, that's all it takes to hit emerald. Like, why am I not inviting more people to just fill those 2 bubbles? And so hitting emerald is really important, and I'm just going to reiterate this. You hitting emerald helps you be able to accrue team cycle bonuses, which is more income into your account. Team cycle bonus is a bonus based on how well your team is doing. It's a bonus based on volume, having 200 volume on your strong leg and 100 volume on your weak leg, and that's a cycle. As an emerald, you get $14 per cycle, okay? So as an emerald, you're accruing $14. So volume is really important in this business. So like say you're not selling a challenge pack, but somebody wants BOD. That's okay. Help them connect with BOD because that's still volume and that's still income for you. So if you're accruing 200 volume on your strong leg, 100 volume on your weak leg one time, that's $14. If you accrue 400 volume on your strong leg, 200 volume on your weak leg, who knows if my math is right, but you get the idea. That's $28. So imagine if you're accruing over 1,000 volume, that's a lot of team cycle bonuses, but you cannot get that unless you're emerald rank, and it's only $14. If you're a ruby, it's $16. If you're a diamond, it's $18. This is why we emphasize diamond if your goal is income, because you're going to accrue a larger amount of team cycle bonus. It's $18 per cycle, which is huge for your business and for income. I just wanted to touch on that because I feel like sometimes we don't realize, we think all commission, I need to sell more, But in reality, we just need to build a bigger team to have more stability in our finances, because we can't always rely on commission. We can't just rely on the commission we're earning. Obviously, when you're first starting, that's all you're going to be focusing on, right? That's all you're really going to be earning until you have the coaches, until you're building a team. And that's a whole nother story. And then diamond, you hear we talk about diamond all the time. Diamond. Diamond is just like, I feel like we put it on such a pedestal, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so impossible to get there. It's so far away. But it's literally like hitting emerald 6 times. Like if you can help 2 people and you're emerald as discount coaches or business builder coaches, then why can't we do that 6 more times and just hit diamond? Why can't we fill in those bubbles with other people that we know we want to join us and just visualize it happening and make it happen? So I just want to encourage you, if your goal is diamond, maybe it's not, but if your goal is diamond, I highly recommend it if you want to build for income. If your goal is income, and if your goal is wanting to quit your job sometime, if your goal is whatever, hit diamond, because then that's the stepping stone to where the real income happens at 2-star diamond. And that's a whole other call. But diamond is just a stepping stone. It's not the goal. It's like one step closer to 2-star diamond. When you hit 2-star diamond, your income doubles. Your income doubles. You get quarterly bonuses. There's so much more involved with that. So I just wanted to let you know, I just want you to think of diamond as not a big deal. Don't make it a big deal. Just help some more people. If you focus on helping, at least hitting Success Club 10 is what I would say. If your goal is diamond, Success Club 10 should happen. That's 5 people. If your goal is diamond by the end of the year, 5 people. That's it. And if they all sign up as a discount coach, guess what? You're basically halfway there if you're just starting. You're halfway to diamond. Like just signing people up like that and hitting Success Club. So I just kind of wanted to lay that out there for you guys. I hope that kind of makes sense. Another important thing to think about is, I know this is basic for some of you, but I'm just going over it because it's important for our team. It's important for our team to know what helps our team. And I want to share my vision a little bit in a second for our specific team to end strong this year, so we can kind of all be on the same page. Success Club. Success Club, you guys. Success Club is just helping people, right? Our income is directly dependent on how many people we're helping per month, basically, right? If we're helping coaches, if we're helping new challengers, if we're helping anybody, our income is based on us helping people. Success Club is just a point system. It's nothing fancy. It's just something that we strive to hit in our business that's going to keep our momentum going. It's going to give us trips every single year. It's going to give us quarterly gifts. I gift you stuff. I gift you stuff for hitting Success Club. It's really exciting. There's so many exciting things about hitting Success Club. If you hit Success Club 12 months in a row, that's Success Club All-Star. You get a special section at Summit. You get custom Nike shoes from me. Like, why would you not want to help 3 people a month earn a free vacation every single year, earn custom Nike shoes after hitting it for a month, and earn quarterly prizes and monthly prizes from me as well? I mean, and earning income on top of all that because you're helping people and you're doing your freaking job. So Success Club is just important. And I want to tell you that the next thing I wanted to mention just briefly is elite. And we don't talk about this much because I feel like when we say elite, it's like, oh my God, like, I just wish I was an elite coach because they're so awesome and blah, blah, blah. Like, elite is elite. Elite is having 5 stars on your team, 5-star diamond, and you have elite points accrued from that year, which basically, elite points, I don't know if many of you know about elite, but you get elite points by helping coaches. You get elite points by onboarding coaches, and if they earn 1 Success Club point in their first month, that's elite points. If they are a Success Club success starter, they earn Success Club the first 3 months of their business, that's more elite points. If they rank advanced to emerald, that's elite points. If they rank advanced to diamond, that's even more. So it is important to go into this business with the intentionality to be a leader, to other coaches, because if you want to go far in this business, if you want to hit 2-star, if you want to go for that elite, which is not really, if you have good people and people that are joining you and seeing your vision, elite will happen, right? But you have to be a leader first. You have to be a leader of leaders, not a leader of followers. If we have a team where all of our leaders are just following, and they're just not really on fire and not taking charge of their business, it's probably not going to happen. But I want you to hear my vision here. My passion and my number one goal when I first started coaching was to hit elite. The only thing that I'm missing, and this is not about me, you guys, but I would love to end a year saying that we are an elite team. Not that I'm an elite coach, but that we as a team crushed this goal out of the water and we built together. And I would represent everybody on that stage next year as an elite coach, not because I did it, but because we all worked together and made it freaking happen. What I would love even more is to see you guys have your own teams hitting elite, walking across that freaking summit stage, representing your teams. That's more of a passion of mine than me walking across the stage by myself. If I walk across that stage by myself, what's the freaking point? I want to raise leaders of leaders who are building leaders, who have amazing teams themselves, who can call yourself a freaking leader. And I just don't want you to think that elite is impossible. I don't want you to think elite will never happen to me because I'm just blah, blah, blah. If we think like that, that's how our life is going to be. So I just want to encourage you to know what you want. If you don't want elite, that's okay. I want elite because I want to represent our team as a hardworking leadership team. So in saying all that, just thinking that diamond is not a big deal, Hitting Success Club should happen because it's your job, not because I want it to happen, not because you can't do this business because Jenna wants you to, or because Larissa wants you to, and she's my coach. No, if you go into this mentality because I want you to hit Diamond or I want you to hit Success Club, then you probably won't, because you have to want it yourself. You can't want something because somebody else wants it. You have to take charge and take ownership of your business because you want to make big waves in this company and big waves in your life. So I just wanted to kind of cover that basis. My vision for this team is so freaking big, but I cannot do it by myself. I cannot hit Diamond 5 times. I cannot control 5 accounts. I cannot do this by myself. So I need some leaders who are willing to work their freaking butts off and make some big waves, hit your goals, because my goals are your goals. Your goals are my goals. We're just hitting goals all together so we can build a stronger team. This, again, I'm going to say this is not about me. This is about our team. And I know I had a call with almost every single one of you guys a couple months ago, and you told me your goals. You told me what you wanted to make happen. You told me your income goals, and we made a plan. We made a plan to hit Success Club 10 every single month. We made a date to hit Diamond. We made a date to hit Emerald. We made a date to do big things. Are you doing it? Are you there? Are you taking action? Or are you just talking about it without zero action behind it? And I'm not saying this to dog on anybody, but you have to realize how amazing an opportunity this is and how we as a team can grow so much. I want to lead because I get access to so many amazing trainings and stuff that I can provide for you guys to hit elite. I can provide so much more training. I get a mentor. You guys get mentors as diamonds. So as we build and grow, we are being able to plug into so many different things that Beachbody has to offer. And so I just want you to see the big vision. I want you to see the big vision of this, and don't take it lightly, because we all need each other. And that was my whole point of this. We need each other. We all help each other's income. Some of Nicolette's coaches down underneath her are helping my income. Some of my coaches over here are helping Amanda's income. So we are all working together, and I want to leave you with this. Everything we do affects the entire team. So I hope that was okay, you guys. I hope that kind of made sense, and maybe just kind of been like, okay, I understand a little bit better why Jenna's such a freak about me. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, I just have so many big goals, and I have a huge vision. And all I'm saying is that I need you guys, and I need us to work as a team. But if you're not willing to work and you're not taking it seriously, I'm not going to run with you, and I'm going to find some new people. And I don't mean that in a mean way, but I'm going to make my goals happen. I would love to do it with each and every one of you. But I'm going to make it happen no matter what. And I would love to be able to say that you guys on here are my people. You know what I mean? So, okay, that went way longer than I thought, and I knew it would, because I always do that. But do you guys have any questions about what I just said, about Elite, about hitting Emerald or Diamond, or anything? I'm just going to open it up really fast.
Could you say it one more time? How do you know which one is your strong leg and which one's your weaker leg? You said something about if one is 200 or something like that.
Yeah, so to figure out your strong and weak leg, if you go to your Coach Online office, this is the easiest way I tell my coaches. If you go to your Coach Online office and you click volume, you're going to see right leg volume, you're going to see left leg volume. If there's more volume on one side, that's usually your strong leg. If there's less volume on one leg, that's usually your weaker leg. Everybody starts out with a strong and a weak leg. When you first sign up as a coach, you have 0 volume, or 90 PV, I guess, because you ordered a challenge pack or whatever. You have your volume on your weak leg, which is only 90, 100, something like that. And then you might have 1,500 volume on your other leg. That shows you, oh, okay, that's my strong leg. That's the leg that everybody else in your downline is helping you with. So that's what I'm talking about. That's having a strong leg means that people are already accruing volume for you. So if you have a lot of volume on one side and you only have like 100, 200 volume on this side, you need to bust your butt and get that volume going on your weak leg so you generate all these team cycle bonuses that you are missing out on. Say you have 1,000 volume on your strong leg, you're missing out because it accrues every 200 volume. So you're missing out on 5 cycles, 5 team cycle bonuses because you only have like 100 volume on your weak leg. But say you have, 500. Say if you have 500 volume on your weak leg and 1,000 on your strong leg, you are able to cycle 5 times. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it has to be 200 to 100. That's a cycle. So that's why it's important to talk to people about everything. Like last month I did a 3-day refresh gut buster group. I had a ton of people buying 3-day refreshes. Nothing else, 3-day refreshes. That's a ton of volume that's being accrued. Not Success Club points, not, all that, but volume creates income. So just remember that. If you have people that you're talking to and they're like, wow, I can't afford a challenge pack, then talk to them about a 3-month BOD membership and be like, okay, I know that finances are tight. How would you like to try out BOD for 3 months? And I'll even throw in the first 2 weeks for free. I always say that, even though it's already automatically for free, but it makes you look like a better coach, right? So that's what I say. And then they're like, oh, only $39 and I don't even have to pay anything right now. Sure. And there's volume right there. So if that's what you have to do in order to grow your business and move it forward, start there.
And that person would be, you would get a point for that or no?
No Success Club points, but volume.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, eventually they're, you keep checking in on them and they're loving
it.
Yeah,
they'll want more.
And then you could be like, okay,
of something else. Yeah.
You're wasting your money because a 3-month BOT membership is $160 for a year when you can get it for $99 for a year. So you can play the price game with their mind by figuring all that out too. I hope that makes sense. Yes. Okay, so really quick, oh gosh, how much time do we, okay, I won't keep you much longer, you guys. I know it's late. Juliet, you still with us? Anyways,
I'm here.
Oh, good. I wanted to talk to you guys really briefly about this retreat that's coming up in January. I kind of wanted some feedback on it. Is anybody really excited about it, planning on going? What's holding you back? Are you scared that you won't hit certain goal to be able to go? I kind of just want to hear from you. You guys just want to talk.
Well, you hit the nail on the head, that last one. I would love to go because I've been out there before and you guys are freaking awesome. It's just I'm scared that I won't.
It's so soon.
It's soon. And then it's oh my gosh, I have to reconfigure my whole business now that it's a whole lot different than it was a year ago. So I'm scared I won't be able to.
Yeah, well, Juliet, you just need to get some coaches active and you're back to diamond. So
did you not see my notes? I have frugal Felicia's. So I'm going to go back. I have 40 million inactive coaches. I need to go back in there and check and see who what. But they've just all disappeared from everything, everything.
Yeah, I mean, that happens. And Larry said, it's kind of a punch in the gut as a coach, right? Because we want to help people, but we also want to hold a sustainable business. And that's
exactly
why we need to find business builders and really obviously I always hone in on business builders. It's easier said than done. It's hard to find business builders that take it serious. So
me and Rachel were just talking about that. Where are they finding these people?
It's hard. I mean, only a few of them will stick. Even if they say they're going to do the business. I've had so many business builders that are so excited, but then I never hear from them again, and their account goes out. It's just it happens and it's so normal. But right now, what you can only focus on controlling the controllable. So right now, when you hit diamond and you hit a rank, it's not really and don't take this wrong, but it's so disappointing when you drop, first of all. But why drop? You hit this amazing goal. Like, now our goal needs to be building a super strong diamond, right? So what that means is hitting Success Club and onboarding more discount coaches and constantly refilling the people that are falling off the wagon, but also to remember to take care of the people at your table, right? The people that already joined you, they already trusted you. Figure out what's holding them back. Is it just money? Do they need to be invited to coach along with you so they can help people and earn income from their Shakeology? Do they need an incentive? Do they need like a 3-day refresh? Do you need to run a 3-day refresh group and contact all your coaches and be like, girl, you're doing this with me. We need a gut buster cleanse right now. And I care so much about your goals that we need to lose 3 to 7 pounds in 3 days. Are you in or are you in? I'll even throw a $10 discount. Like, whatever we need to do to help them believe that their health is more important than complaining about their finances. I didn't say that. I'm just kidding. I know people really struggle. But we need to figure out like how we can help and be the best coach we can be. If we're inviting and we're telling them what to do and they're just giving you nothing and they're just done, okay, let's go replace them. Let's go find some new people. Not them, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
you said what you said.
You know, I'm sorry. I'm really serious about business. But I'm also serious about helping people, right? We can still help them and support them, but if they're not going to contribute to our business, then we just need to find people that are with still helping the people that are, you know, still there. But it's not impossible. I mean, Julia, I kind of briefly looked at your account today. I didn't like count how many active coaches are inactive or whatever, but I mean, I would just say it's possible. And you are a strong recruiter when it comes to Success Club points. And I know your mindset's been kind of crazy lately or something. But I know that you can do this. And I know that it just takes extra support, I think, for the people that are at your table, offering an incentive maybe. But I know you can get there. And, you know, I can help you if you need it. But I would say it is soon. But I also will say, if getting together in community and traveling is your jam, you have to be at a retreat. Like, it changed.
I feel that way. That's like my life goal, to travel more and leave my family at home and just be me and the people that I'm volunteering to be with.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I think I said this last week, but I mean, Nicolette hosting a retreat the first year of my coaching business made me hit diamond, because I said, I'm going and I'm going to hit this goal and I don't care what anybody says. And it just made it happen. And I just think having that, like, investing money in something and having like an end goal helps you push a little harder too. So I don't know if you're that type of person. And $165 all-inclusive vacation, well, minus airline tickets, isn't too bad. But I'm not pressuring you guys either. So don't get me wrong. Like, don't say, oh, you know, she's kind of mad that I'm not going or what. I don't care. I mean, I do care because I want to see everybody there. But you also have to do what's best for you and your family and finances and all that stuff. But I do think it's a good push to hitting the next goal or next rank in your business. And if you're a brand new coach, Success Starter gets you in. Like, if you hit Success Starter this year, anytime in 2019, Success Starter is Success Club the first 3 months in your business, then you're in. Like, you don't even have to like really hit diamond or whatever, but it is a good push. I just wanted your feedback. I just didn't know kind of what you guys were feeling. I know we were kind of excited about it, and I felt like nobody else was. That's all.
I'm excited about it, but I don't know if I'll get there. But I also have a lot of birthdays around that time.
Yeah.
Between holidays, so there's that on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it could just be a tough time of year too, because it's right after Christmas and.
Well, see, we have birthdays that start November 19th, and then my mom's is the 26th on Thanksgiving. Well, then we have Thanksgiving. Then I have my son's. Then we have Christmas, and then I have mine and my daughter's on top of New Year's.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Is this for elevated also, or just empowered?
It's for the whole, it's for upgraded, it's for elevated, empowered, and all
Really?
a few other coaches are putting it together. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So
I want to go so bad.
it's gonna be really fun. I think it's gonna be really fun. But anyways, I just was curious on how you guys were feeling, and like if you were really excited and gonna push for it or whatever. Also know that there might be, and don't tell anybody I say this, but it said the payment was due today, today. But if there's still spots open a month from now, I'm sure there's going to be a little grace if you're like, okay, I'm doing this, and you change your mind and you're like, okay, I can do this now. So don't just put it off because, oh, payment's due today and I don't have the money, so I'm just going to forget about it. Don't do that either, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some flexibility in that. So I wanted to say that too. Don't feel like you just missed out because you didn't pay for your deposit today. That's all. Okay, so we can move on from that. I just wanted some feedback. Really quickly. So I'm doing this, I'm trying this out, you guys. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing most of the time, and I just like to try new things. I like to put together new things and just see if it works for our team, see if anybody likes it, anybody thrives off of it. But I'm doing this Fit Boss mentorship. What does that mean? It literally just means that on Monday, or probably Sunday, I'm putting together a message thread of all new coaches that haven't finished the training, anybody who wants to redo the training, all of that. I'm putting together in a message thread. Leaders should be in there. If you have coaches that want to do it, I will add you as leaders. And we're going through the training together, and we're going to collaborate together. And I'm basically going to go in there and say, okay, this is the focus for this week. We're going to finish units 1 through 3. Everybody posts their coming out post by this day, this time. I feel like it might be a little bit more accountability to newer coaches, feel like they're a part of a community of starting at the same level. I think sometimes when they have new coaches, throwing them into these message threads and these big team pages, they don't feel like they fit in yet because they just don't know what they're doing. They're overwhelmed. And so I was thinking doing it this way. And so anybody we onboard, I'm thinking about doing this every single month, but I'm going to see how this month goes. Anybody we onboard, I think just putting them in that message thread first. Once they graduate that training, then they can be into our team alliance thread for more support instead of feeling overwhelmed. So I'm kind of just brainstorming all of that, trying to figure out the best way. I'm also brainstorming. I'm just telling you guys this because I'm always brainstorming, and I want you to know that I'm always trying to work for you and help us better recruit, all that. I'm also thinking about putting together, instead of having a Facebook training, taking the training, most of the training that's in Facebook, and making like a PDF. And here's your like pamphlet of, this is what all new coach resources, this is the training you're going to complete in like a PDF style, so they can just quickly access it and go through like the videos to watch, and then like they have to take like a screenshot of their last page and send it to their coach to let them know that they've done the training, and then they can like graduate or whatever to the next step in the training. Anyways, I'm just kind of brainstorming that. That might be like a little ways away just because it's going to be a lot of work to put that together. But I'm trying to brainstorm that. So if you have any feedback or ideas for me, I like to hear it. I just want you guys to help if you have some pretty good ideas, because my weaknesses might be your strengths. My strengths might be your weaknesses, and it would be really fun to just be able to work together a little bit more. So don't be afraid to give me your suggestions, and we can help each other out with all of that stuff too. Does that sound like kind of a good idea or silly? I don't know. Okay.
I think it's a good idea. Sorry, Jenna. I think it's a great idea. I've been trying to, I've been off. I've been MIA for 2 days because I have an ear infection. But I've been wanting to try to start up again. I know I haven't done all of the training, but I kind of want to start up like, hey, this is this program I've been doing and getting all these results. I'm going to start being a coach with this, and I'm going to join this boot camp with my girl Jenna, and who wants to come join it with me, and try to start up like that, because my social media does not know me as being a coach. It just knows me as I work out at home now. And I'm dedicated. And people are like, oh, how do you do this? You're dedicated. But no one's biting.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't say anything about me, just because you wanna be the leader. I mean, you can, but I mean, I just feel like if somebody's like interested, then first of all, you're gonna get a ton of no's, right? Who
Yeah.
here can say like almost everybody says no, right? Until we get that yes, like every once in a while. But all those people that you're connecting with and you're planting seeds with are going to be people that sign up with you 3, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years later. And that's why it's important not to ever give up on what you're doing. But I mean, I just say to help people make an effort and say yes, you have to share your journey so genuinely and share your story. People don't care that you're working out. People care why you're working out. And I keep emphasizing that. And I would just get some ideas. What helped me when I first started coaching, I like to tell stories about when I first started coaching because I feel like I think it might help like newer coaches. But I would literally go stalk, not like take a lot of time, but I would go find pages like Instagram, Facebook that I loved. So I would go get ideas from like bloggers, from other Beachbody coaches that really, I love their posts and it make me want to read their whole post. I loved getting ideas from them. And then I incorporated that into my social media and it changed my social media. It changed me from taking a Shakeology selfie and acting like an idiot to really talking about why I love Shakeology and posting it in a prettier picture. And like, it just helped you kind of like get used to how social media works and what people like to read, what people like to watch, what attracts you to social media. Like why did you join me, Jenna? Like what happened? I mean, how was it me just following up with you like 20 times? Or was it me like inspiring?
I liked your post. So I was really, really fit once upon a time, and then I have a career. I have a master's and stuff, so I worked really hard to get my career. My career got going, and my toddler stopped being a blob and started moving. So I just got carried away with life. But you had children, and you were still fit, and you were still active, and I was watching all your posts, and I'm jealous of your dance parties still today. And that's kind of what I was like, look, she's got friends and all that. But I'm also up early now. So when I get on, nobody's on there. Whenever I work out, nobody's on there. Saturdays, yeah, but just trying to find the balance to do this is hard.
Yeah. Well, and I wouldn't rely so much on like people being on, but like show your dedication, show what your morning routine is. I just, there's not like a right or wrong way to do things, right? In with coaching, it's like what attracts you to your business? What attracts you to social media? Like so I would just hone in on that. And then maybe we can work a little closer too on just behind the scenes messaging, like how you're messaging and stuff like that. Cause that could like affect people's decisions too. Not saying that you're doing anything wrong, but I think it's a learning process.
I am doing fairly messaging and fairly asking and like working. I'm just trying to work on me too because I quit smoking. So that like morning meltdown really has changed my whole way of my days. So I'm also like in the back of my head, like maybe I just am a discount coach for now. Because I'm finally waking up in the morning and I'm working out. I'm not smoking. I'm healthier. I'm working on portions, My kids are working out with me. I'm learning things. But what drew me to this was community.
Yeah.
Anything. So I would like to have.
Can I make a suggestion really quick? I would go off with your kids working out with you, being like, I started this for me, but I'm also showing my kids that they need it, that they can join in with me, and we're making it like a game kind of thing. Like I'm showing them how to be healthy also while taking care of myself.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to really legitimately, genuinely sharing not just your workouts either. Like, take everything Beachbody out of your life. What's left? What's left? Talk more about your struggles. I don't know. Share your story. Share how you became a coach. Share why you're interested in fitness, share about your military stories, share about like other things that'll allow people in on your life. People want to get to know you as a person, and you're right now building trust. People don't trust you as a coach yet because you just started, right? Because they're seeing if you're going to stick with it. They're seeing if you're going to follow up with them. They're seeing if you're going to actually invite them. So people are like waiting for you, but you have to share more than just your workouts, more than just your food, more than just your sweaty selfies. So just keep that in mind. Also, to kind of implement your whole life, how you became a mom, like how your journey from, tell a story about when you were a teenager. People will love that. So I know those are random ideas, but if we're just sharing about fitness, if we're just sharing about Shakeology and nutrition and all this stuff, we become a robot, a health and fitness robot, and nobody cares about, because there's so many health and fitness robots out there. Why would they join you? Why should they join you? It's because what you share, a little bit about yourself, they're going to pull something out of there and relate to you. And they're going to be like, okay, I'm going to follow this girl because she had an eating disorder and so did I. So I'm going to see how this is working for her, or whatever it may be. I just pulled that out of thin air. But share about who you are, not just about coaching, not just about Beachbody. And that'll make your business explode. People want to follow you. People will watch you. They're going to reach out to you, ask you all these questions. So I hope that kind of helps. I want to end this, you guys. I know it's late. I know you guys are exhausted, and East Coast time. I'm so sorry. But I appreciate you being on. And I don't think my Instagram is working, so I can't boomerang. But I'm going to take a picture of you guys if that's okay. And if somebody wants to boomerang and tag me, that would be amazing. I'll just share it tomorrow. Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm just taking a picture. So if you don't mind just sitting still. I know, what? That's weird. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Picture. Perfect. All right, you guys, I'll make sure and tag you tomorrow. Hopefully Instagram lets me in. And thank you again. I hope you heard my heart tonight and nothing else, but just my heart, and that I love you guys. Okay? I love you, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.